An Israeli airstrike on a car in the Gaza Strip on Saturday killed 5 people, including employees of World Central Kitchen. The charity says it is urgently seeking more details after Israel's military said it targeted a WCK worker who had been part of the Hamas attack that sparked the war. The charity in an email says it is heartbroken by the airstrike and that it had no knowledge anyone in the car had alleged ties to the October 7th, 2023 attack, saying it is working with incomplete information. It said it is pausing operations in Gaza. More than 100 arrested as Georgian police clash with protesters over the suspension of EU talks. AP correspondent Mimi Montgomery reports.
Violent anti-government protests continue in Georgia's capital, Tbilisi. Demonstrators in the European country of Georgia for a third consecutive day are taking to the streets for large-scale anti-government protests. This is despite violent clashes between protesters and police over recent days and arrests of more than 100 demonstrators. The mass rallies come in response to the Georgian government's decision to suspend talks to join the EU. In the capital, Tbilisi, AP journalists witnessed protesters being chased and beaten by police near parliament, with riot police using water cannons to disperse crowds. Police also used heavy force against members of the media. I'm Mimi Montgomery.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says an offer of NATO membership to territory under Kyiv's control would end, quote, the hot stage of the war in Ukraine. But Zelensky said that any proposal to join the military alliance should be extended to all parts of the country that fall under internationally recognized borders. Zelensky's remarks on Friday signaled a possible way forward to the difficult path Ukraine faces to future NATO membership. This is VOA News. Kosovo's Prime Minister Albin Kurti said on Saturday that police had made arrests after an explosion hit a canal that sends water to its 2 main power plants, an incident Pristina labeled a terrorist act originating from neighboring Serbia. Serbia's President Aleksandar Vučić denied the accusation. Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones reports.
Serbia's President Aleksandar Vučić called the accusation, quote, baseless, adding that Serbia, quote, has nothing to do with the explosion. The incident has increased tensions between the 2 Balkan countries. The majority population in Kosovo is ethnic Albanian. The nation declared independence from Serbia in 2008. However, Serbia has not recognised Kosovo as an independent state. NATO condemned the attack and said its personnel have provided security to the canal and area nearby. Power supplies have appeared to be largely intact, but the drinking water supply was disrupted in some areas.
That was Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones. President-elect Donald Trump is threatening 100% tariffs against a bloc of 9 nations if they act to undermine the U.S. dollar. His threat was directed at countries in the so-called BRIC alliance, which consists of Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. Trump says he wants a commitment from the bloc that it will not create a new currency or otherwise try to undermine the U.S. dollar. An emboldened manosphere accelerates threats and demeaning language toward women after the U.S. election. AP correspondent Julie Walker reports.
An emboldened fringe of right-wing manosphere influencers has seized on Donald Trump's presidential win to justify and amplify misogynistic derision and threats online. Many have appropriated a 1960s abortion rights rallying cry, declaring "Your body, my choice," and have been using it publicly on college campuses and even in public schools. While none of the current online rhetoric is being amplified by Trump, experts say many young men see the former president's return to the White House as vindication of their views on women. For many women, the words represent a worrying sign of what might lie ahead, as some men perceive the election results as a rebuke of reproductive rights and women's rights. I'm Julie Walker.
Russian state media have reported that police raided several bars and nightclubs across Moscow as part of the government's LGBTQ+ crackdown. Russia's TASS news agency reported Saturday that smartphones, laptops, and video cameras were seized, while clubgoers had their documents inspected by officers. The raids come exactly a year since Russia's Supreme Court ruled that the LGBTQ+ movement should be banned as an extremist organization.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.